Welcome back to the show. Zarna, you made your late night television debut here doing stand-up on our show.
Yes.
And since then, now you have a memoir out, you have a movie out. I mean, congratulations on all of this. This is fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited to be back.
You were telling me that it was your kids that encouraged you to do stand-up.
That's right. So if you hate my comedy, blame them.
No, that's not what it is. No, but
No, but only a literal child would think comedy is a job. I had to remind them, I was like, we're Indian. We don't believe in fun. That is not something we do.
That's something you believe. We don't believe in that stuff. Yeah.
No.
Are they happy that they were right?
They're very impressed with themselves because they found a way to get their mom out of the house nights and weekends. Yeah.
Kind of genius. Your daughter's actually in the audience tonight.
She is.
Yeah, there she is. Ah, come on. Oh, gorgeous. Proud of your mom? Come on. Yeah, I know.
She's working, just so you know, because I'm a big believer in child labor.
Yo, that's good for you. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What jobs did you do before stand-up?
I was a lawyer. I am a lawyer, actually. I'm licensed to practice in New York, but...
Oh, great.
No. I try to forget that. I was really bad at it. At one point, all my clients were in jail.
That's terrible.
They were guilty, but that's not the point.
That's not the point. No, you didn't do your job. Yeah.
The judge would call me in and be like, do you know what a defense lawyer does? And I was like, but you and I both know he did it.
Yeah, sure. Come on, give me a break. Let me slide, yeah.
And then I was a stay-at-home mom for 16 years.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Love that. Did a great job. But you found a ton of success doing stand-up. You opened for Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, the Restless Leg Tour, by the way. That was the first time I met you.
Yes.
And you destroyed. You had a great set that night. But we also celebrated your birthday that night.
Yes, it happened to me the day of my birthday at the Beacon, the Beacon Theatre. And Tina and Amy had planned a post-show celebration that I wasn't actually aware of. But a lot of the SNL cast ended up being this star-studded birthday party. And I remember that you saved the day, Jimmy, because they brought this big cake out with all these candles, and I was like trying to blow the candles by waving my hand, because post-COVID, we're not sure how to do that anymore. And you were like, what are you doing? Just blow on the cake.
Yes, blow it out, make a wish, let's go. And the wishes came true.
Yes.
Let's talk about the memoir. It's called This American Woman. How'd you land on This American Woman as the title?
So the title, because my whole life, before I ever stepped foot in America, I got in trouble for having a big mouth and having, and having opinions and being argumentative. And anytime I voiced a preference, people were like, who do you think you are, an American woman?
Is that right?
Yeah, because any negative influence in India is like, it must have come from America.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
But I've dedicated this book to all American women because they taught me that I have a voice and I have a right to use it.
Yeah. Good for you. You do.
And now I'm so American, I even monetize it.
You have this one chapter in the book, at the beginning of the chapter, where you actually, it starts off with a personal ad that you put out.
Yeah.
This is a real personal ad.
Yeah, that's how I met my husband 27 years ago.
Can I just read some of this here? This is, you said, to some, I am too short or too plump, too dark or too argumentative, but enough about me. This is what I need from you. A husband and a partner, somebody who's ambitious but not ruthless, confident but not arrogant, and humble but not timid. Most of all, he is honest. I am on a mission to build a very successful life, and you must be ready to go with me. Only contact me if you want to get married. No friends. Then you put, kindly include your most recent tax returns and medical records.
Thank you.
Funny.
Thank you for that. They all got it. They're like, that's
funny.
right.
And it worked?
27 years later.
There you go. Come on. Honesty.
Yeah. People complicate dating and marriage and everything in America is so complicated. I don't think it needs. I really believe the universe wants to give you what you want.
Yeah.
But you have to they ask very simple and clear.
Yeah.
You can't complicate. Like 3 things. What are the 3 things you want? I wanted a brilliant man who was ambitious and hardworking. Now, did he come with a wicked mother?
Turn it. We're on. Yes. We're so happy. 27 years.
He's getting nervous from my mother.
I know, I do. I'm Irish Catholic. I get guilty about everything. I want to talk about A Nice Indian Boy.
Yes.
Congratulations. It's got 97 on Rotten Tomatoes. That's fresh.
Yes.
That's great. Great reviews. At first, you weren't sure you want to do it?
No, I didn't want to do it. I was sure I didn't want to do it.
Oh, you did not want to do it?
No, because it's an excellent script and the makers are so good. The guys who made the movie are so amazing, great guys. I'm not an actor. So, I said to them, no, this movie belongs to like Meryl Streep. She should play the mother. You just roll her into a tanning salon. She should play this role. She can do this.
Yeah.
And then my director in the movie said to me, this is the role of a mother who is disappointed in her husband and kids. And I said, step aside, Meryl.
I got this.
Start polishing that Oscar now.
Yeah, that's right. Zarna Garg for the Academy Award. How do we set up the movie for everybody?
So the movie is the story of an Indian family, the Gavaskar family. Their son, my son in the movie, is gay. He's dating a white boy, but all is not lost. My son is a doctor. In the movie, I had to tell the director, I was like, you can't give me every problem. Something's got to go right for this woman. But it's a very love-filled story of how this family is trying to embrace the gay relationship and the white boyfriend, and everything they do is wrong.
Yeah.
Because they just don't know what they're doing. And it's a very, very heartfelt movie, and I encourage everybody to go watch it in movie theaters.
Congrats. It's just got a big extension, too.
Yes.
Congrats on everything.
We broke so many records this past week. This little movie that's a gem is now getting into more movie theaters because we're making so much money in theaters.
Yeah, that's good. I want to show a clip. Here's Zarna Garg in A Nice Indian Boy. Take a look.
Oh, Jay, come, have a seat. Have a seat.
पूछता हूँ शांति पूछ. So, Jay, what do you do?
I am a freelance photographer.
No, for a living.
Oh, no.
अच्छे से ही तो बात करो ना. पूछ रहा हूँ भाई क्या कर रहा है.
Dad.
उनकी भाषा में जो होता है इसका मतलब वेला है, वो वेला, उसे काम धंधा नहीं है, बेकार.
Jay speaks Hindi. So something really, really fun about Jay is that he can speak Hindi. I understand better than I speak.
Jay, would you like to stay for dinner?
Well done! Zarna Garg, everybody, A Nice Indian Boy is in theaters now. Check out her memoir, This American Woman, out April 29th. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around.